I'm Christopher Zweig, and today on CJ at the Movies, I dish on the new film version of Cyrano starring Peter Dinklage, the new teen gay dramedy 3 Months starring Troye Sivan, the new made-for-Hulu thriller No Exit, and the Foo Fighters horror comedy Studio 666. Let's take a look. Joe Wright's take on Cyrano is a joyous, sad, and uplifting musical adapted by the 2018 play, in which writer Erica Schmidt altered it so that instead of giving the French Army's cadet Cyrano a big nose, she would make him a short person, here in the form of her husband, Peter Dinklage. Size doesn't matter. What matters is the life and humanity Dinklage provides in his portrayal, who is in love with the radiant Roxanne played by Haley Bennett, but can't tell her.
I have a confession to make. I am madly in love.
Perhaps he feels the same.
But I've never actually spoken to him.
Of your love?
Of anything. He is Christian. Christian Neuvillette. He's a new recruit in your regiment.
Of course he is.
That's Kelvin Harrison Jr. as the man of her dreams. He too is in love with Roxanne but can't express it in words, so he and Cyrano collaborate so that Cyrano writes her poems, signed by Christian.
Will you make me handsome? She loves me!
After his last entry, The Woman in the Window bombed on my list of the worst films of last year, it's nice to know that Joe Wright is able to tell Cyrano in an exuberant, melancholy, and inspirational light. Dinklage, Harrison Jr., and Bennett are all in exceptional roles, phenomenal roles to say the least, and Wright assembles the right choreography and lyrics for the musical numbers. The better musical out in theaters right now is Steven Spielberg's take on West Side Story, but this one is almost as entertaining. Don't miss it. Our next movie is 3 Months, which premieres on Paramount Plus and tells the story of a gay teenager named Caleb, played by Troye Sivan, who lately becomes rude because he's stressed that he may be exposed to the HIV virus after wearing an expired condom with a boy who's HIV positive. He's given a 3-month checkup and goes to a support group where he meets Esta, played by Vivia Kalra from Blinded by the Light, who is also on a 3-month status.
Do you ever, wonder what you would do if the test came back?
No, I try not to.
The supporting cast also includes Brienne Chu as Caleb's lesbian friend who is in a fling with their boss, played by Judy Greer, and Ellen Bernstein and Louis Gossett Jr. are his grandparents. They too are concerned about his well-being.
Have you thought about what this is like for me?
I'm sorry you got stuck with me.
I don't want to live with something that makes everyone leave me. Everything could change after tomorrow.
3 Months is a sweet, sassy, and funny dramedy that has respect for both gays and lesbians and allows a real gay actor like Troye Sivan to portray the main protagonist with real emotions and levity. I also admired it for how it uses regular formulas to bring out the best and worst of him. From start to finish, as obvious as it sounds, we root for this character to come out negative. He's rude at first, but he has his reasons why, so check it out. Our next movie is No Exit, and it tells the story of a young junkie named Darby, played by Havana Roselu, who is in rehab and escapes when she finds out her mother is suffering from aneurysm. En route to the hospital, she ends up caught in a blizzard and is forced to take refuge at a visitor center with Dennis Haysbert and Dale Dickey, among others. It becomes a night of survival for her as Darby comes across a little girl who has been abducted and is left in a freezing van.
I'm gonna get you out of here, okay? Promise.
Hey, are you okay? Make yourself comfortable.
Want to play?
We are here till the storm clears.
No Exit is based on a book with a shocking twist, but it isn't as shocking as it wants to be. Some of the performances are fine, and it does have a chilling atmosphere, but the movie ends up being overshadowed by some cheesy dialogue and a few cliches. It was also produced by Scott Frank, who created The Queen's Gambit, and both stories are about drug addictions. I just wish No Exit was as smart as Queen's Gambit. And our last movie is Studio 666, which stars the Foo Fighters as fictionalized versions of themselves who require a creepy home to record their 10th album. Dave Grohl is the lead singer who believes the place has the right kind of ambiance.
Whoa, that's rad. That was weird.
The sound of this house is the sound of album 10.
As they begin to record, Grohl suffers from writer's block and ends up in a creepy basement, the place movie characters dare not go, and finds the music to make their album epic, only it possesses him.
Dude has got one flew over the cuckoo's nest crazy.
It's this place, man.
Let's finish the track.
Can't we just wait, dude?
Play the drums.
With cameos from the likes of Jeff Garlin, Whitney Cummings, and Will Forte, Studio 666 has lots of blood and gore, but also some wickedly funny humor, combined with some stupid humor. It also allows the Foo Fighters to serve not only as musicians, but also as actors. I've grown weary of some of the recordings and Dave Grohl's possessed behaviors, but I was also able to see them in a satirical and wild nature. The movie is R-rated, so it has the freedom to express the comedy and horror. Rock on! To recap on this week's movies, thumbs way up for Cyrano, the uplifting musical starring Peter Dinklage with no big nose, but a short appearance and a very big heart. Thumbs up for 3 Months, which knows how to be funny and sassy even when its main characters worry about contracting the HIV virus. Thumbs down for No Exit, a thriller with a promising setup that should have been smarter. And thumbs up for the funny and gory Studio 666 starring the Foo Fighters. Well, those are the movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and you can also read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and listen to my podcast reviews at newhdradio.com.